Hello everybody, my name is Christian Aldo and welcome to this edition of The Plastic General. In today's episode, I'm traveling along with the Imperial Japanese Army. They think I'm Japanese, but shh. And I'm hearing all this about a big attack. There's some big attack coming up, and they keep saying Banzai, Banzai. And I don't know what that means, and I guess we're all going to find out what that means. But if that sounds exciting to you, then Banzai! Let's go to war! Fire! I don't care. I want you to keep a close eye on that perimeter. It's an attack! We just got orders to pull back our positions. Let's go. Ha! So this is the heart of why we're here today. It's too hot for this. I'm no longer battling. I now got to take care of these guys. So, this is the set created by 3D Jason on eBay. This is the Japanese hospital set. It comes in two different parts, 10 figures, 10 poses each set, and you can have them printed up in either 1/32 scale or 1/30th scale, depending on whatever you like. I had these printed up in 1/32 so that they would match my Airfix and my marks. And 20 amazing poses. But I've omitted the female nurse poses because I've decided to use them for the fine models field kitchen, which we'll go into that a little bit later. I know this is a long episode, guys. You know, there just was so much amazing stuff for me to cover. I just felt, man, let's just have fun. Let's hang out for 45 minutes and let's go through tons of amazing stuff. And then after that, I got some other cool things coming up next month. But let's get into these 16 Japanese field hospital poses, and then I'll show you what I did with the Japanese women. Okay, pose number 1 and 2 are two Japanese soldiers. One is helping the other one along because his leg is wounded, and he's using his Arisaka rifle to help himself along. The sculpting is freaking perfect. And the plastic is smooth. It's not porous. It's amazing. I love the sculpting. It's fantastic. It is 3D printed. And like I said, you can get it done in either 132 or 130th or whatever. Poses 3, 4, and 5. There's two Japanese. Let's stop saying Japanese. So obviously, they're all Japanese. So, 2 Japanese soldiers carrying one of their wounded comrades. I love bloodying them. It just makes it so exciting. I don't know. It's like, look at that. And this thing stands beautifully without a stand. But I noticed these little pricky things on his bum. What's going on there? What are those breathing holes? He's been stung by those the hornets, or venereal disease of some sort. But anyways, another amazing set. Combination. Poses 6, 7, and 8. Field stretcher. Look at this poor guy bloodied and hanging off the end. I love it when they're bloody. Look how great that is. I should have put some blood right here. Look at that. Look at the sculpting. And my painting wasn't that bad either. I was okay this time around. Unfortunately, these guys don't slip off of the stretcher. That might have been something I'll talk to him about in the future. That might make the figures better. Wow. Pose number 9. Oh, hey. Pose number 9. A surgeon in the midst of surgery. And of course, it's pose number 10. He comes on a nice block and with a sheet over him. And so this guy can be there going, working on him. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pose number 11 is this doctor standing more straight up. And he's like, I need a coffee. So look at this guy. Another amazing pose. So that's pose 11. It's a lot of poses. And then, oh, look at this one. This guy's on a stretcher. And so, he could be lying on the ground. No, that's not. That's pose 12. I'm sorry. And then you got this guy. He's helping people out. Like that. He's like, oh, it's okay, Yamoto. Look at that. Look at this. So another great crouch down, looking like he cares. He just hopefully he's not a pervert. But what I did is I also had 3D Jason send me multiples of the same pose. And what I did is I relied on good old fashioned multi-pose, cut off their heads and gave them different heads. So it looks like there's a variation of people suffering. But this is the original right here. Then pose 14. Pose 14 is a guy on the ground. He's like, oh, give me some water. And this guy's like, you'd better eat your saltpeter or whatever. And look at this. This is pose 15. He's got the box filled with like gauze and various things. Oh, what a great set, man. You wait till you see the American hospital set. That one's on its way to me. I'm going to be doing that one up too. It's even better than this. It's got wheelchairs, people dying, all kinds of stuff. And then finally you have another wounded guy. He's sitting down, taking some time out, He probably just skinned his knee, and he's like, Drink water. And he's drinking his water. So, isn't that exciting? Now, these were the 4 females that came with the set also. And I've never seen women in the Japanese army serving on the front. And so these women are supposed to be like nurses and stuff, right? So, of course, I figured out what I could do with these wonderful nurses. And so I'm making them into food preparation because I'm a chauvinist. Food preparation. So there's a company called Fine Models, and they made a Japanese field kitchen. So here you have a stove for baking bread, and then there's the little window where you peek in on the stove. So I'm going to put this lady here peeking in on the bread. That's baking. Then, move that over. So, and then, what the heck's going on here? Then I have this sort of, from the set, from Fine Models, 1/35th scale, but it still works. This is a rice cooker. And so she looks like she's very bored, but nonchalantly stirring the rice, which is kind of cool. Because, you know, all those wounded people, they all need to eat, right? It is a field kitchen for the hospital. So she's stirring the rice. Also, you might recognize, like with the set, also came some crates and stuff. But this is from the Airfix Desert, the desert headquarters, whatever it's called. And this, she has like some sort of thing. So I like the idea of her over this thing, like with rice or food or whatever the heck she's doing. That's a great use for her. These will be painted up by the time I do the episode, start shooting the battle scenes. She's going and getting some food. And finally, this little piece is from Marks. You know, like they have those little sets where you have all kinds of accessories. And she's on the ground here doing something, preparing food for the wounded Japanese. Or maybe that's a piece of soap. I don't know. Get that soap! Maybe she'll put it in the food to give it flavor. So that's how I used the women. And so that's all 20 poses. Plus extras. Oh, wait a minute. There's one more. There's a couple more. This is one where I actually chipped him off of the bed. And so he could be lying freely on the ground. Like he could be lying on the ground, dying or whatever. And then this is a second surgeon. And so I just decided to have him clean with no blood and guts. So there you go. So that's the whole shebang. The Japanese field hospital from 3D Jason available at eBay, on eBay. Amazing. They come in 2 sets of 10 poses each. And like I said, 132 and 130th. And you also can make special requests, I imagine. And he's the greatest guy I've ever worked with. He's fantastic. And then also, you know, let's not forget the Japanese, I call it, keeping the women separate, the Japanese field kitchen. Get back in the kitchen. And but the accessories are made by Fine Models, and that's the Japanese field kitchen. I omitted the 1/35th scale Japanese soldiers making the food because it just didn't seem right that a Japanese warrior should be in the kitchen. Should be the women in the kitchen. Okay. I know you were looking at it, and I know you want to know. And so, I mean, already this episode is super long, but hey, you know what? Maybe sometimes you guys want to get off these glasses. Sometimes you guys want a really long episode. So, whatever. So here it is. The 3D printed Type 94 Japanese truck. Now, there are a whole bunch of different designers that have the pattern for this truck, and it's got a nice little cabin on the inside. You can see inside of the cabin. It's perfect. The doors don't open. And it comes in a tour, like the wheels were separate. You had to glue the wheels on. I think you had to glue the top and bottom of the thing on. But it's a really great truck. It's a Type 94 Japanese standard truck. Except when it arrived. You see these railings here? The railings were cracked and broken off. And the tailgate was cracked. So the guy gave me a bit of a refund. Not a full. I didn't want a full. I said, don't give me a refund. Because I don't want to hurt the guy. But I requested it in 132 scale so that it will go well with all my Forces of Valor stuff. But you also can request it in 1/30th or smaller, whatever you want. And so, but you know, once it's painted up, it's a great standard Japanese utility truck. I mean, they were using the word, and it's good because you can fill up the back with wounded guys, right? Fill up the back with the wounded. Look, the wounded truck or supplies, right? You fill it up with crates and stuff. So there you go. The 3D printed Japanese Type 94 truck. You can get them on eBay. Just look them up. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode of The Plastic General. I just want to assure you that no mannequins were harmed during the filming of this show, but unfortunately for this guy, he has passed away. So it's very unfortunate. I graciously want to thank 3D Jason on eBay for sending us those amazing Japanese hospital figures, and in a future episode I'll be featuring, of course, his gigantic American hospital episode. It's going to be great. What else? I hope you like the episode. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask any questions or make any comments. You can challenge me in any way you think that I've been historically inaccurate. And what else? Long live 132 World War II. My name is Christian Aldo, and I am the Plastic General. Till next time.